Hey team, it's Tom from Ficure. Welcome back to another Studio Diaries. Studio Diaries part 5, I think now. Is it part 5? What, Studio Diaries? Part 5?
I'm actually trying to work here.
Part 5, I think it's part 5. Hey, it's funny that, isn't it? Because I thought this Studio Diaries was going to be like, right, there's going to be like 3 episodes building into the studio, getting cracking, we're going to be in there, yeah, you know, time it perfectly. But now it's like episode 487, we've still not got planning. So the plan for today is I'm going to go to the studio, I'm going to meet the landlord, I'm not going to film that, he wants to see what work we've done. We're still waiting on planning, so the highway issue transpires that it's to do with parking spaces versus what we're looking to do there, so it appears. On the planning application it also said that I need to get a bike stand, which I've bought, so we've got a bike stand which we were going to do we were going to do anyway in the first place, get a bike stand put in. And as well, you know, everything that we're doing is above board. There is going to be this, so they're saying that there's 5 car parking spaces. We're doing one-to-one personal training with probably 1 instructor at once, 1 to 2 instructors at once. There's going to be enough car parking spaces for what we're doing, so fingers crossed that's all going to come through. But I'll speak to the landlord a little bit more today. He's going to have a look around. I'm going to give you guys a proper tour. I went yesterday, check out the air conditioning. The place looks unreal and I'm really excited to show it to you. So it is now 5 to 10. I'm going to see you guys there at 11:30, ready to see the guy in the studio. Corrie's not coming today, she's too busy.
Workouts in that particular program, and you can just click on progress info to see all of the results.
He's such a child, he's 45. I'll see you guys in the studio in 3, 2, 1. Okay then team, so we're here. I'll be really quick because of the fact that all you guys will hear is traffic. So there we go, there's 1 aircon unit running around the sides. I'm on it. So I think what a lot of PT studios, if I may say so myself, what miss out on is the fact that we get all the phenomenal equipment in, and there's your other aircon unit there as well. We get all this phenomenal equipment in and we don't actually think about the fact that people are going to get absolutely red hot when they're training, or freezing cold. So I think temperature is one of the number 1 things to think about, the environment that they're walking into. I could have the best equipment in the world, but if it's like a furnace, you're not going to come. And then check out, so we've got signage coming from the road there, look at that, Ficure, and then that's coming from that road there, yeah, so you get a good look at what we're doing. And then very quickly, because you guys won't hear anything, and then signage from the front there, there's the door, right, okay, well let's go inside, let's check out the studio. This is really exciting. So obviously it's not finished, it's going to be fully finished by Thursday. Let's close this door that you guys can see. So, we're in. So flooring wise, I'll tell you the tale of the flooring. Obviously you guys know all about it, and I just think the level of detail and the level of care that Glenn's gone to in so many parts of this is literally unreal. So what he did is, obviously as you guys can see, flooring wise, you can see it's not level, the lines don't match, you can sort of see, but take my word from it, you'll see when you come to the studio. But basically what he did in the end is, there was loads and loads of gaps in the flooring, where you could see the concrete underneath. So what he did is he got silicone, black silicone, went all the way around the edge, and in effect created like a floating concrete floor, completely above and beyond the Call of Duty. Absolutely incredible. So it's turned out perfectly, but I can take no credit for that. Glenn's done it all amazing. So he's got doormat as well, he popped a doormat in there as well. Obviously there you go, there's your air conditioning unit inside, that just needs the electrics putting in. We've got some issues with damp on that wall, so I think we're going to have to repoint the outside, do some work on that as well. But for the moment what we've done is painted the inside wall to basically stop damp coming in, but there's a tiny weeny little pocket, see that speck there where my finger is, where the damp's currently coming through. So Glenn's going to come, he's going to clear that area out and then give it some more paint, and it's going to hold off for a little bit longer. So quick tour of the studio. That VersaClimate is going directly right into the corner, so they'll be facing the wall as they do it. It's trying to maximise space. This big white box here is a Rogue Echo wind bike, and that is going to go in the corner roughly where that is there. We've got loads and loads of acrylic partitions to put in place as well. Acrylic partitions put here. This funny little thing there is your foam rolling dispenser. That's going to have your foam rolling on. All your bands, all this kind of stuff for your hip activation. These are going to hook on here, all the different bands and things like that as well that we're going to use. Hip halo bands across here, and then obviously your longer bands for your hamstring stretching, all your mobility work there. On this wall here, we're going to have some like bungee cords to do all your scapular retraction, get all your back muscles firing, lower traps, get everything firing. Because what most of us suffer with is what's called glute amnesia, where the bum cheeks don't fire properly, essentially because we sit down too much, and as well we sort of sit in a slump position and all the muscles of the the upper back as well constantly need lighting up. So we got some specific systems to put in to make sure that we're activating those people, bulletproofing people so they can get the result they want, which for most of us is optimizing body composition. Loads and loads of kit here that's ready to go. We've got a steam cleaner where we can go around steam cleaning everything, kills all the germs. What else have we got here? A load of hangers for mats, got some mat hangers as well. We've got some special spray which kills 99.9% of germs. So we're going to spray everything after use. We're going to be in gloves, we're going to be in masks. We've got our interval timer there as well. We've got our suspension strainers like the TRX there as well. What else have we got? This is the reason I didn't get a brand new coffee machine, completely true. So this bad boy that I have got here is the most, but it's not staying here tonight, by the way, I brought it in literally just for this, is the most expensive piece of equipment that I've bought for the entire gym. And what essentially it is an air purifier, and it kills germs 10 times smaller than COVID. So it's an air filtration system, and they use it in hospitals, it's hospital grade, they use it in dental practices and all sort of medical type environments. So if you've got a 500 square foot facility, bear in mind I've got 50 square metre, so that's what's that, 250 square foot. It changes the air completely every 10 minutes. It's completely gone through the circulating filtration system, and it's got rid of all the bugs in the air, and that's going to get hooked up on the wall, and then it's hopefully going to make a massive difference as well. Because I hate to say it, but it looks to me more and more like COVID's here to stay. At least for the time being, until we find a vaccine. But regardless of that anyway, in a small facility like this, 52 square meters, it's a small space. We're working, granted, in small groups. That's going to minimize the risk of infection in any case, but we do get cold and flu and everything else, and gyms are breeding grounds for that. So not only have we got the protocols in place for cleaning every hour and what we're going to use, we've got our funny little Dyson vacuum, we've got our Karcher pressure washer, we've got all sorts of different spray systems, we're wearing masks, we're wearing gloves. We've got hand sanitizing units, we've got 5 of those, we've got 3 paper towel dispensers dotted around the place as well. So we've done everything within our power, and also as well we're working very, very small groups. So initially we're going to work one-to-one, with the hope then to eventually potentially doing some semi-private where it'd be anything from sort of 2 to 4 at once. And you know, if it will allow us, if the council will allow us, maybe some 6 at once as well, to make ourselves a little bit more cost effective. And all of you will get access to apps with that as well. You get full access to the app, and depending on obviously where you're at in terms of one-to-one, you get more and more bespoke coaching as we go through. But it's just trying to provide everybody with the opportunity to come and train with us. And as I said before in a previous vlog, I should call it a vlog, so I'm down with the kids. We want to be financially accessible to everybody, whether it's online or whatever. Just the question for you guys is, do I think these guys are good enough? Are they worth my time? I want that to be the only reason for you guys not to train with us. So have a good look through. So we've got over here, so this on the floor is the Watson power rack. So we went for Watson. I cannot say their equipment is phenomenal. It's probably the best equipment I've ever touched in my life. And working in commercial gyms where, you know, cost is no issue and they have the best equipment ever, I've never ever seen quality like this for the thickness of the steel and everything else as well. We've got the Watson bench over there. I've still got all my Rogue bumper plates and Rogue Hex dumbbells at home. They're going to go from 2 to 40 kilograms as well. Kettlebells go from 2 or 4 to 28 kilograms. We've got 2 of each of those as well. Yeah, so we need to build this squat rack at some point, but I'm not going to do it on my own. I'm taking the wall out. So on Wednesday this week, that wall is getting a mirror on it. That wall is getting a mirror on it. I'm waiting for planning until I move the cable machine. I've still not moved that yet, because that's £1,200 supposedly it weighs. It's an American make that I use, free motion. So that's like 500 kilos worth of things. So I don't want to move that, get it in, and worst case scenario, we don't get planning, which hopefully is not going to happen. I'm told by all the experts that's not going to happen. It's just a minor query. But yeah, I'm not just reluctant to have to, you know, it's soul destroying enough taking all your kit out, you know, like, walking along. But if you're doing that and you're having to pick up and get a hernia at the same time, then that's just too much. I'm commit Harry carry. So I want to show you as well this. You guys can't have this yet, but just indulge me. This is the Jura, I call it Jura because I'm English, but Jura Micro Ina coffee machine. So I got this bad boy on eBay. Unbelievable, I couldn't believe it. So this is the coffee machine that I wanted, but I sacrificed my coffee machine to get an air dispensing unit thing, because I'm OCD about those kind of things. But yes, I got this on eBay for absolutely peanuts, and it means we can get coffee as well, but you guys unfortunately can't have coffee at first because it's COVID and all that jazz. But very soon, hopefully, I'll be able to give you a little espresso before you work out. Yeah. It's good for fat loss, apparently. So yeah, so more hand sanitizing dispenser units, dispensers over there. I can't get my hands right. Dispenser over there, another dispenser there, and then a dispenser over there somewhere. Yeah, it's behind that corner actually, it's behind that. There's another dispensing unit as well. So we've got everything. I'm just so excited. I cannot wait to get going. It's beyond my wildest dreams in terms of what this place looked like. Let's go to a clip of that now. So yes, you see that. So that's what it looked like before to what it looks like now. It's just a completely different world, and I could never have imagined that it would be this good, and I cannot take any credit for that whatsoever. It's completely and utterly down to Glenn and Rob. Absolutely phenomenal job. The eye for detail. Things like he put a toilet roll, it sounds really small, but he put like a little toilet roll dispenser in the toilet area because he went in and said, hey, you haven't got one, so he just put one in. Like there was completely sort of an entrepreneurial approach to doing the build. You know, it was just like, you need a new one of those, you need a new one of these, and he just did things without being asked. Years of experience, I guess. You know, it's hard to find a tradesman to that level. I'm just absolutely blown away. And obviously, as well, I'm looking through this now, so you can see the frosted glass as well. So it's really bright and airy. Let's look into the kitchen. So it's not in yet, but we're gonna have a 55 centimetre fridge going in there. That is where my coffee machine's gonna go. On there, very important, very important. This is where my Dyson thingy, whatever it is, vacuum's going to get attached to the wall. A little plug there for it. It's going to get attached there, and we take that off, do all your cleaning, and then eventually, when we're millionaires, I've been told that we can turn that into a wet room, and there you go, look, Glenn's little piece of handiwork there by putting a little toilet roll dispenser in. So yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Now all we need is some clients, and some clients and change of use. So pray for us. Hopefully we get it very, very soon. I can't wait to get in here now. William's gone back to school. I'm like a lonely little old man. I need some action. I need to start search for significance. Need that significance back. So hopefully, guys, I'll see you guys in Results City very soon. I want to be in here training people next week, back on track, drinking coffee from my new coffee machine, sanitizing my hands with this sanitizer, and breathing in the air of a filtered air COVID killing machine, and getting a sore throat through too much air conditioning. I'll see you guys in Results City very soon. Okay, hey guys, so very, very quickly, I know I'm going on, but I wanted to show you what I was talking about with the acrylic screens in relation to COVID. So, find me back the way. So we've got 8 of those screens in total. Now, I've not quite figured out how they'll go, but hopefully, you know, eventually, if we do get to do some very, very small group classes, groups of 4 and things like that as well, we could essentially partition the room off with these a little bit. So you could be one side and I could be the other. It allows us to social distance a little bit as well. Again, I have no idea at the moment. We need to see the studio working to see what we can do. But yeah, we've got 8 of those screens. We've got 8 meters worth of screening to try and shut the gym. So if we recap again, so we've got the hand sanitizers, we've got 4, we've got the paper towels, we've got the air dispenser, we've got 8 acrylic screens, we've got all the sprays, we've got the steamers, we've got the vacs, we've got the masks on, we've got the gloves on. I'm trying to think what else I'm missing. But we've done everything within our power to make this a safe space. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the screens. Look at that, I got the logo on and everything. Yes, that's it. Right, see you guys in Results City very soon.